Greetings and welcome back to room 303 in our chats with Emily as we are calling our reading through the poetry of Emily Dickinson. We are in the Johnson edition. We turn now to a little poem, 345, Funny to be a Century. It is interesting that the word funny gets used once and only one time in all of Emily's poetry, and it is right here and right now. Now, this is a poem about keeping secrets, and that's significant because there's any number of folks who have studied the life of Emily Dickinson that feel like her life is kind of shrouded in secrecy. And here we are, 345 poems into her collection, and there's a whole lot we just do not know about her, which is why we named our series Chats with Emily. We would love to ask her a few questions, even from behind a door, as it ended up that several who are having conversations with her had to speak with her. Our assumptions are that you've been following our stuff at LearnStrong.net. Down that left-hand side, Chats with Emily, our playlist. I'm hopeful that you've worked through a set of introductory comments as well as our preceding 344 poems. We just finished with 344, 'Twas the Old Road Through Pain. If you have, then you can place this poem in a certain kind of context. Now here, funny will probably not mean as in ha-ha funny, but more like odd or unique in some way. Funny to be a century and see the people going by. I should die of the oddity, but then I'm not so staid as he. He keeps his secrets safely, very, where were he to tell, extremely sorry this bashful globe of ours would be so dainty of publicity. Now, it is true that Emily was dainty of publicity, at least to the degree that she did not publish her poetry during her lifetime. She will say, of course, this is my letter to the world that never wrote to me, judge tenderly of me, she will say. Notice, we're talking now about a century and how odd it would be to have that bird's eye view, to know all the things that a century could know, to see the people going by. Emily, of course, will spend a lot of time looking out windows at people going by. She wonders, what would it be like to have full knowledge of everything that's going on? I, she says, should die of the oddity, and I think that's what the word funny here means. Oddity, funny, strange. But then, I'm not so staid as he. She's not as consistent, not as capable of keeping the secrets as he would be. He keeps his secrets safely. Notice, there seems to be a distinction here. Emily, interested in people's secrets, maybe interested in us not knowing much about her secrets. Very, she says, were he to tell, in other words, if there was the ability to know things about other people, extremely sorry. This bashful globe, by the way, secrets gets used, I think, is the key word of this poem. Bashful is the other one. Bashful will take us to poem 431, The Saints Forget Our Bashful Feet. Bashful globe of ours would be. When we did our, you guys remember when we did our study of Whitman's Leaves of Grass, we call that Talks with Walt, and we did all the poems of the Deathbed Edition, Leaves of Grass. Remember that we commented on his use of the word globe and the new science at the time that was starting to talk about the geography of the globe and that kind of thing. This bashful globe of ours would be so dainty of publicity. Dainty is, I think, an important word here. What is she saying about puritanical Amherst and the like? I think she is making a comment as much about others around her as she is about herself. And the message here at 2A is, I think, fairly simple. Some secrets are probably best kept silent, right? The word choice at 2B, I think, is significant, starting with the word funny. At 3A, there's a lot of different texts that come to mind here, but I'd like to challenge you. Think about what makes Dante's Divine Comedy so powerful. We've given full lectures at LearnStrong.net. But think about what makes it so fascinating is, well, everyone's revealing secrets of all kinds, right? And Dante, of course, has his own secrets, if you will. There is a funny perspective, even to use the word of this poem, funny, for Dante. Finally, at 3B, to own a poem like this, what are, do you think, secrets that are probably best left unsaid? That is to say, maybe we're a little bit too bashful about. Thank you.